Howdy y'all, today I'll be making some more delicious breakfast burritos. Let's get to it. One thing I like to emphasize with cooking is it takes practice, it takes experimenting. I don't like just sticking to recipes, I like making up my own or improving upon a prior recipe, whether it be my own or someone else's. So I just add things, take things out, see if I can substitute something, whether it gives it more flavor or in this case today a little bit more moisture. So it's just experimenting, and that's one thing that is very important, I feel, is the experimentation and find out what you do and don't like, what is faster for you to cook, what takes longer, what gives it more flavor, or what is easier to cook. Is something faster but is harder to cook, or vice versa. So just going to be using onions, potatoes, some bell peppers. I chose two different colored bell peppers, so I have a red one and a yellow one, just to give the inside of the breakfast burrito a little bit more color. I really like biting in something and there's a lot of color in there to go along with the flavor. It just really adds to it, in my opinion. It's something different, something unique. And also one thing I've been doing a lot more of is, since I have a broken stove, I've been moving the skillet half off the burner and then cooking the onions and bell peppers on the other half of the skillet. So I've been getting better at that, and I still want to improve on that. Hopefully get a new stove somewhat soon. But while I have this one, it really helps working with what you have. And if something's broke, you work around it. You utilize what you have and you build another skill. And I think my skill of having a certain amount of heat in the skillet while keeping the rest warm is getting better. It's by no means perfect, but it's getting better. And one thing I found out with some of the cast iron skillets, even though they're really good skillets, they just don't have all the seasoning built up on them, that the eggs just stick way too much for cleaning. So I'm going to put them in a regular non-stick pan, scramble them, and then put them inside of the breakfast burrito instead of having it stick all over on the cast iron skillet. Because some of these, the seasoning must have been worn off or something, and before I had it, and it's sticking all over and it's a pain to clean. So I have some of them that are designated to be non-acidic, non-egg, non-sticky substances put in there. So I'm putting a nacho cheese blend with taco sauce on the big tortillas and then putting the filling in there. So it's just experimentation. I feel the nacho cheese gives it a lot more flavor, and because it's a little bit of a mild, it's not super spicy, but it has a mild kick to it, and then taco sauce adds quite a bit, but I need to add even more cheese. So put it in the oven. I want them nice and crispy. I want a bit of a crunch. I want it to be nice and hard in the hand to be able to grab it and bite into it. That way it's not falling all over and just falling to pieces. So here they're nice, solid breakfast burritos. They're not just going to collapse in anyone's hand. They're not just going to have your finger go right through it. They're just nice and sturdy, so you can grab it and you can actually go. You can go somewhere, you can drive with these, and they're very tasty. So I'm very happy about that. I'm going to improve on them.